Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. Shawn's the name and today we need to talk about Black Friday. First off, hopefully all of you had a phenomenal Thanksgiving. It actually always blows my mind that we go from being as thankful as possible on one day to the next getting bodied by 300-pound middle-aged moms so we can get some discounts. America, baby. Okay, so if you don't know, I'm one of the guys behind the brand Direction Desk. We're an ergonomic office furniture company. We specialize in high-end standing desks. Why am I telling you this? Well, we're constantly weighing the pros and cons of certain strategies to sell our products as efficient as possible. One of these components is always going to be about price. How cheaply are we willing to sell our products to make sure we're still getting enough profit to run the business? Hence why we're talking about Black Friday today. Products seem to be discounted so much that every consumer thinks they are getting the best deal possible out of that given situation. No. Businesses are designed to profit off you. Their sole purpose is to make sure they are on the winning side of that situation when you buy that product. Otherwise, they go out of business. So today, I want to show you why 95% of Black Friday deals are an absolute scam. And don't get me wrong, I love saving money, okay? I'm quite the saving slayer. Not a couponer, a saving slayer. But I'm going to explain this whole situation to you from a perspective of a brand. Not just a salty consumer who doesn't want to deal with the pushing and shoving of Black Friday.
Push one of my kids out, we'll stab one of you mother.
Okay, so let's start with what Black Friday is and when it started. If you Google the origination story of Black Friday, there's all sorts of crazy stuff like how it begins way back in 1869 when there were some shady dudes who created a boom and bust, basically tanking gold prices, which led to commodity prices falling and being discounted by 50%. I personally think that's a coincidence though. The major Black Friday term started in 1966 when the Philadelphia Police Department used that term to describe all the traffic jams and crowding in downtown stores. So we're going to call it that. Black Friday is essentially an absolute chaos day when everyone starts to overspend on their holiday budgets, not getting crazy good deals on products. That's just what we think of it today because that's what brands and retailers have conditioned us to think like. If you actually look at the data of when consumers do their holiday shopping, it's pretty impressive that the weekend after Thanksgiving, so 3 days, accounts for 15% of the entire holiday shopping period. The holiday shopping period is 100 days, yet 3 days accounts for billions and billions of dollars spent. So I guess the question really is, how are retailers and brands able to pull this off while still being profitable? So to fully understand this, we need to get into the mindset of these major retailers and brands. So typically when you go buy a product from, let's say, Walmart, Target, Amazon, Best Buy, whatever, you're buying the product in a retail setting for a retail price, which typically on most common products has a 50% markup. Now that means if you were to go buy a 30-pack of beer, let's say Bud Light, and you're going to spend $20 at Walmart to buy it, well, that really costs Bud $10 to make in the cans, in the beer itself, and in the packaging. So when it's on sale for 10, 20, 30% off, that profit margin is getting smaller and smaller, and that money is coming out of Bud Light's pocket. And I'm not sponsored by Bud Light yet. But what I'm getting at is this same thing is happening on Black Friday. All these crazy deals that you're seeing are digging into the profit margin of these companies and brands. So they're not going to do something or price a product that's going to put them at a significant and major loss, right? Their job is to make money. And if you're sitting there going, well, Shawn, who the hell cares if they're making less money? I'm still getting a wicked good deal on this product, and that's what matters. And like, you're right, kind of. The decisions that companies make on Black Friday are super strategic. So for example, with Direction Desk, whenever we run a discount on a certain product or products, we've got a specific strategy in mind with that discount. We don't just put a discount up because we enjoy making less money. Like what? Or because it's Black Friday. Like, no. Most retailers and brands will heavily discount products that they do not want anymore, or that they can get you in the door with so that you spend money on different products that have way higher profit margins. For example, here's one of our flagship products, our 60-inch standing desks. And to be totally honest with you, we really don't make much money on this product because it's super expensive to ship. And we're a newer company in a pretty saturated market with a bunch of really shitty desks. So we have it at a lower price point than we'd like, but it is what it is. Now, we make majority of our money off of the accessory products. You know, the things that make standing desks even more enjoyable to use. Same thing about how if you were to go to McDonald's and buy a cheeseburger, you can buy that cheeseburger for dirt cheap, but come on, who's gonna buy just a cheeseburger? You gotta get the fries and the drink, and that's where a majority of the profit margin lies. So the really good products, aka our standing desks, will never be heavily discounted. And the same thing goes for Black Friday deals. Sure, you might get 10% or 20% off on some decent products, but really where majority of the eye-grabbing attention stuff goes is the doorbusters. And those are absolute trash. So first and foremost, that's kind of the most obvious scam of Black Friday, okay? It's the doorbusters. Most major retailers always offer crazy deals on TVs and laptops and printers or like whatever. What most people aren't realizing with these doorbusters and these crazy good deals is that a lot of those products are old news. They're old tech or old products that no one really buys anymore, and that brand or retailer has a massive warehouse of thousands and hundreds of thousands of this product that they cannot sell. So what do? They offer it for a stupid cheap price, and everyone's like, oh, we gotta go buy that, it's a really good deal. When in reality, it's probably a product that like no one wanted to buy for a reason. Plus, like, the doorbusters are usually from no-name brands that probably won't last you very long, and like, all honesty, you probably shouldn't be buying those products. But let's say it is from a well-established brand, okay? Let's say a printer. You're like, oh, I'm getting this awesome HP or like Canon printer, and it's a good deal, and I'm gonna go buy it. Well, printers are not designed to make money on the sale of the actual printer. They're designed to make money on the actual ink cartridges that you are constantly buying to put into the printer. Or let's take an Xbox or a PlayStation, for example. The actual console is not designed to make a ton of money. It's designed to get a lot of people interested to buy that console. Then, once you buy that console, you're buying all of these other accessories. The accessories are what makes the company real money. So let's do like a real life example with this, okay? Let's say you save 50 bucks on an Xbox this Black Friday. I don't even know what deals are out there for the Xboxes, but let's just say you save 50 bucks on an Xbox, okay? Well, now you're caught spending $50 on Xbox Live, another 100 bucks on Xbox controllers, maybe 50 bucks on a cheap headset, and you still need some games to play. That $50 that you saved from buying that console ended up making the company so much more money in the long run. So sure, they made a smaller profit margin on the console. Hands down, they definitely took a smaller profit on that. But they're still making tons of money on all of these other products that aren't really discounted. AKA the fries to the cheeseburger. Not even to mention that those companies are always releasing new consoles, like upgraded or entirely new consoles in general. So they're probably just trying to offload some older consoles to make room for the new ones. But the next scam of Black Friday is the overindulging. Most items on Black Friday that are actually purchased were not even on someone's radar to buy. It's like when you go into Harbor Freight, if you've ever been there. Harbor Freight's like this knockoff version of Home Depot. It's great. They've got tons of ridiculous deals on no-name and like cheap products, but I honestly love it. It's actually pretty awful. I go into that store to get something cheap, like a 5-gallon bucket, and then I end up walking out with a brand new drill, a couple hammers, and like a really badass welding helmet. I don't even have a welder. But that literally happens every single time I walk in there because I am a super sucker for deals, and this is exactly what happens on Black Friday, which is why I have to turn my Wi-Fi off and lock myself in my house. But in all seriousness, like, overindulging is a real issue with Black Friday that a lot of people run into. So these retailers are loving it. They'll get you in the door with maybe one of these doorbusters or some product that you actually need, And then they're able to offload so many products that they don't want anymore that no one ever really buys in the first place, but they're like, hey, we got to get these things off our shelves. We'll discount it by 30 to 40%, and these things will fly off the shelves, whereas the rest of the year we'll never sell them because no one actually needs them. I mean, it's low-key pretty genius. And then lastly is debt. The scammy part about Black Friday with this one is people are absolutely crazy. The average US consumer, according to the Washington Post, will spend $368 on products in the course of 3 days. And if you're a millennial, you'll spend over $400. Most people can't even afford a weekend like this. So what does most people do? Oh, that's right. They charge it, baby. 60% of people who have an unpaid balance on their credit cards are willing to add to the debt for the holidays. Like what? And to even add on top of that, according to CBS, 48 million Americans are still paying off debt from last year's holiday season. What is even wrong with people? Like, what? But retailers love this because now they can offer you this super sweet and shiny brand-specific credit card so you can't miss out on any of the Black Friday deals. Oh yeah, and they'll also throw in a free 20% interest rate with it. Wow. Get it? Wow. Now, I will say that Black Friday does make sense if you've been eyeing a specific product and then it goes on sale for like a decent discount and you actually have a specific use for that product, then yes, Black Friday could be pretty useful for you if you only buy that product and not any of the other like baity products that are out there. So if that does pertain to you, then yeah, go put on some football padding and show that 300-pound middle-aged mom what's up. Like, go get that deal. But I guess with all that being said, I am a little bit curious as to which products you bought or got a great deal on this Black Friday weekend. To be totally honest with you, I did buy a few products online over the weekend. It did make sense for me, and sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. So yeah, be interested to find out. Leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe if you're new around here. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video, and happy holidays.